Guys, it had finally happened. I have posted something that got people mad. I knew that this day would come sooner or later, but this early was surprising to me. Let me tell you all about it. If you're watching my channel, then you are most likely chronically online. No offense, we're all in the same boat here, my friend. And that means that you have probably run into this character before. Teto Kasane. For the shower takers and job havers, I'll explain this really quick. Teto was originally a joke character made by people on April Fool's Day 2008. To trick people into thinking that a new Vocaloid had been released. And if you don't know what that is, it's a software that allows people to create synthetic voices to use for their music. That's as deep as I'm gonna go into this for the uninitiated. I suggest looking it up if you want to know more. So this whole thing started as a joke, but people liked her so much that they began to wish that she had an actual voice bank people could buy and use. Luckily for them, a software called Utao had been released earlier, and somebody quickly made an actual voice bank for her. And the best part? It's free! As you can imagine, this helped her become a very beloved character for Vocaloid fans and people on the internet in general. And this is where we reach today. Now she has a pretty big fan base with a lot of fan art and other products, and because she isn't real and everyone can freely draw her however they like, someone drew her chubby one day, and that became a whole thing. Many people headcanoned her as chubby from now on, and I liked that, so I wanted to take part in the silly trend. Until then I had never drawn a chubby character before, so I had to look at some references and try a bunch of times. First I drew the basic skeleton like I always do, and then I made that into a skinny figure, like I normally would. That's when I actually had to stop dilly-dallying and actually had to try to make this work. But I won't go into the drawing process since that is not what this video is about. Instead, I will read you the comments I've received after posting the finished piece on Reddit, because, spoiler alert, people weren't happy. So just enjoy my speed paint while I talk about people's opinions. First I need to start off by saying that I rarely even post on Reddit because I simply forget to do it, so you can imagine my shock when I suddenly almost got 3,000 upvotes on this post alone. At first everything was normal, or as normal as Teto fans can be. But over time I started getting a few comments like this. Looks inside, normal body shape. This will become a theme, as you will quickly see. Especially on r/Vocaloid, my drawings seem to be somewhat controversial. Some people liked it, some really liked it, and others had their own thoughts about it. But before we get to those comments, I quickly want to mention that most of the comments I've received were positive, or even constructive. Those came in handy for the later part of this video, but I just wanted to make it clear that most people liked it and were super supportive. Then, let's get into the comments, shall we? First, let's start off with this. Every damn time this demon sub tries to draw a fat girl, it's just a skinny girl. It's exhausting. Fat girls do not have hourglass figures or skinny arms. Body positivity has done a number to what people perceive as average weight. This is a chubby woman. She's definitely got some extra body fat, but she isn't super overweight either. She's cute, but she's not really chubby. Her waist is very thin still. Chubby, brother, you drew her with normal proportions. Sup, she's not chubby, she needs a bigger swimsuit size. That's all. Indeed, definitely chubby. Double by vocal synth standards and Japanese women standards. Just look at Miku. I am using European definitions for chubby and not USA standards considering what the standards are there. So, was she chubby or not? People couldn't make up their minds about it, and I was trying to explain to them that this was my very first time drawing a chubby character, but some just weren't having it. Chubby Teto supremacy. Looks inside. Normal woman weight. So, what did I do? First, it felt weird to have people actually arguing over my art in the comments, but then I remembered that this was probably the reason as to why it got so many views and upvotes in the first place. So, feel free to keep arguing in my comments, it gives me engagement. Okay, like I mentioned before, I actually got some constructive criticism, and that motivated me to give this drawing another go. I wanted to redraw it not just because the picture did well, and I felt like I needed to strike the iron while it was hot, but also because I wanted to see if people would actually like this new version better. I guess subconsciously I was trying to please everyone, which actually backfired. You will see. So I got to drawing, and this time I was trying to make her bigger and to do it the quote-unquote right way. Someone said that her arms, legs, and neck were too skinny, and I could see that. I was so focused on the belly and hips that I totally forgot. I tried to keep that in mind while drawing, and that advice definitely helped. So then I posted my finished version again to the very same subreddits with the fitting caption, "Is she chubby enough now?" And here are the replies. Aside from the expected ones, I immediately got reported to the fun police, who then promptly showed up. Other people were now complaining that she was now too big, so I just said, whatever. I'm just gonna draw whatever I want because it doesn't matter what I post. Some person will always find something to say about it, so I might as well just keep going. After all, I have to repeat that most people were super nice, and some even commissioned me later. You can find my commission sheet with cheap emergency commissions in the description below. On my socials I have everything listed. This would help me greatly, and I still have slots open. When I went back to collect the screenshots for this video, I actually saw that some of the hate comments I got deleted by the mods on the sub, so I can't put them in this video anymore, sadly. I had thought that I could at least turn them into some content, but whatever. In the end, I had a lot of fun drawing. And to my surprise, both artworks of Teto got a lot of views and likes for my small account. Did I do better in the second picture, or do you prefer the first one? Subscribe to not miss any videos of mine, and I can already promise you more Teto. That's for sure. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye!